Officer's Log 06. Stardate 19-01-2081. Once more, another positive update. Last time, I focused on the refining throughput. This time, I must look at expanding the assembly capabilities. I also need to establish some landing pads and an external welding ship to ensure work can be carried out more effectively when directly under the harsh sunlight emitted from Kien.
Okay, we've got a few things to get sorted today. So last episode we upgraded our refinery building, so we have additional throughput for refining ores. The same can't be said for making components, because we're still stuck on these two unupgraded assemblers. So what we need to do today is we need to upgrade or make an additional building for our assemblers, and probably do some landing pads, because currently my landing solution is just to park it on this gantry here, which doesn't seem like the safest place to put it. So we want an assembler building, some landing pads, and there's something else that I was forgetting. Assembly building, landing pads. What else do I? Oh, welding ship. Yeah, so we need to do an assembler building, landing pads, and I kind of want to do a small grid welding ship, just so that we don't have to keep hiding from the sun every time. So those will be our focuses for this session. So annoyingly, while it's daylight here at the base, and it will be for a considerable amount of time, it's actually a lot harder to build in daylight, because you've got the intense solar radiation to deal with. So what I'm thinking is, if I go on a prospecting trip, see if we can find the uranium, and wait for the sun to come round, then I can build my landing pads. On the landing pads I can build my small grid welder, and from there we can build our assembly building. I mean, that's the plan. It's a rough plan, but it's a plan. Okay, what have we got here? That looks like some gold. Gold and silicon, how far are we? 13. Do we have uranium here? Nope. Do you have uranium? No, you have silver though. Do you have uranium? No, but you've got platinum. And nickel. You know what, we can take that. Do you have uranium? Nope. Do you have uranium? This little tiny rock. Do you have uranium? It'd be just my luck if you did. Nope, silver. Dang it. I can see the iron on that one from here. What secrets have you got? Do you have uranium? No, you got silicon. You do have uranium. Oh, I saw that. You got lots of uranium. Got silicon, uranium, and iron. Okay, this is good. This is big. Okay, we now have all the resources we need. We have plenty of our basic resources. We found some extra platinum and Finally found some uranium. So let's harvest the uranium and take it back to start refining. Okay, so we've done a lot of mining and we've only come up with 230,000 kilograms of uranium ore. Which sounds like a lot, but when it refines down, it's not much at all. And we've exhausted at least 4 or 5 deposits on this asteroid. So it's not looking good. I think we just return to base with what we've got, because otherwise I will be here all night trying to mine all of this uranium. And hopefully this will be enough to keep us going for a little bit. Cool. Let's return to base. We are now full. Full on ice and uranium. Okay, reducing speed. I don't know what my stopping distance is on this. Let's reduce speed a little bit. Gliding at 50 meters a second instead of 100. This will make life a little bit easier. Reducing the rest of the speed. Gently does it. This thing is very heavy and doesn't have a lot of maneuverability when it's full. And we are docked. So time to unload. Okay, so I've upgraded the refineries to be full 4 yield modules, purely because the uranium is very difficult to come across. So I want to maximize the amount that I get from it rather than make it process any quicker. And in all fairness, I have nothing but time. So I can get away with just processing full yield. Okay, so this is where I want the landing pad to be. At least the large one for the miner ship. And I'll probably put a secondary pad, like a smaller one for the welding ship down here. Probably another smaller one in this space here. Or maybe a smaller one, sort of, maybe another large one just down the cliffside here. Something like that. So I'm going to keep building away and get this pad constructed. Oh, the turrets are doing work. That's good. Right. So we've just upgraded our tools to the top tier, which is going to make this a lot easier. However, I've got a lot of welding to do. And I don't really want to do this all by hand, so I think I'm going to quickly throw together a small welding ship to help get this done a bit quicker. There we go. That gives us a nice separation and allows us to build pretty much everything we need to. So we've got our connector on, which will help us with a framework, and we've also got a junction. So what I'm thinking is modular cargo container on either side of this junction, welders on the front of those containers, cockpit in the middle, bunch of batteries, ion thrusters. Doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be pretty. It just has to be functional. And I think that's going to be the most functional way of doing it. Okay, so this is going to be the basis of our welding ship. I just need to add some thrusters, add some gyros, and then it should be good to go, I think. Okay, so thrusters are on, gyros are in, remote control is in. I want to put a couple more batteries on the roof, and then probably an antenna. I'll probably sling it underneath. This is pretty much ready to go. Is there anything else I need to throw on this? We've got thrusters, we have gyros, we have a remote control and an antenna. We have power, we have cargo, we have a connector. I think that is everything I'm going to need to make a little welding ship. Okay, so I've just been doing some greebling whilst I've been waiting for the batteries to charge. This is going to be our little worker bee. I do need to put some landing gear underneath it. But for the most part, this is pretty much ready to go, I think. Oh, lights. Yeah, I'm missing lights, aren't I? That would be helpful. Okay, the little worker bee is now ready to go. I'm hoping I've got enough power for it. Oh, the turrets are shooting. I mean, I saw them. Oh, there we go. There's the meteors. It's a good thing we got these turrets up and running. Right, that being said, we've got the worker bee ready. It's loaded up with plates, so let's see how effective this is. Oh, does this not have enough for us to get clear of the connector? Okay, yeah, fully laden this thing is heavy, but that's okay. We don't need it to move fast, we just need it to be effective. Why can I not move that way? Oh, I do only have two thrusters in that direction, don't I? I thought I put 4. I was wrong. I only put 2 in that direction. I need to strap some extra thrusters to the back. Good news is this makes welding this up a hell of a lot quicker. And we don't have to keep hiding from the sun all the time. Oh, ouch. I forgot to turn the welders off. We don't want to do that. That hurts. There we go. That's the landing pad all welded up. That was so much easier than doing it by hand. So, small pad there, small pad there. Where am I going to build? The assembly building. Could build the assembly building on this end. So assembly building here. Small pad. And do a few other pads coming off of this one. That could work. Ooh. Good job, turrets. Okay, so I'm just laying out the floor plan for the assembly building. I think this could work quite nicely. It's a nice, interesting shape and should help break up the block cube shape I had issues with in the refinery building. I just hope I can get enough assemblers in here with modules. We'll see. Okay, so this is the layout we're kind of going with. I'm going to stagger the industrial assemblers and sort of make a whole bunch of walkways between them. I'm also half tempted to raise these up so we can get the modules underneath. But to maintain air tightness, we have to keep them...
Energy low.
We'd have to make the floor completely solid and have these up on almost like stilts. So there'll be some fun design considerations to have with that. But, yeah. There's things we can do with this. Okay, I've got an idea. Let's load up. Let's load up with the materials needed to make the assemblers and the modules I need. Now, how do I add things that I need to my build planet? How does this work? I don't really use ship bits and pieces. Oh, welders are on. That was close. Alright, I need one of those. One of those. One of those. Oh, this might be very heavy. I didn't expect it to be so many items, I can't lie. Let's see if this works. This could be incredibly heavy. Oh, actually, no, it works a lot better than just filling up with steel plate. I suppose a lot of this stuff takes up a lot of space, but doesn't really weigh a lot. Which is good. Right, let's get these bits welded. Let's get the assemblers on next. Oh, you know what? I can do shipbuilding. I forgot this was a thing. Modules. Assembler. Let's see if we can... can just plonk that down. Plonk that one down. Okay. I mean, it probably would have been quicker to zip around as the engineer. However, that is surprisingly effective. Now, how do I get out of that mode? Control G. Cool. That actually, I'm surprised. I'm surprised that works so well. Just weld these up. This certainly makes life a lot easier. Oh, I've run out of computers. Really? I have. Interesting. Okay, let's make some more of those. Oh, no, stop. Right, okay. This thing doesn't handle very well. Can I reach these two down here? Possibly. Yeah, I should be able to reach. Oh, come on, why are these not complete? What was it missing? Motors, computers. Oh, did I just have that in? I must have just put that in the others. Okay. That saves, teaches me for not properly looking at the build planner. Okay, so the basic backbone of the assembly building is now put together. I will link up all of these little walkways and probably do a secondary walkway up here so that it's raised above the power efficiency modules and it looks like it's properly supported. But for the most part, it's going well. I just need to build the rest of the building now. Oh, the sun's coming around. Okay, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I need to get all of this piped up, but I don't know the best way to do it. Okay, where can I drop this? I can't... It doesn't make sense to drop a pipe down there. Ooh, crashed into the landing pad, why don't I? That was a bit careless. Okay, that's most of the pipe work in place. I just need to get it welded up and get the walls up. Okay, I think the issue is because the industrial cockpit was part of the window that it could draw from with the build planner, so it was just drawing components from itself. Out of motors again. But a lot of these extra ones I'm going to have to weld by hand anyway, so it's not really an issue. This gives us a nice permanent walkway, and having this extra bit of space out this side will give us an easy access around this way, where we can build our stairwell and also have a nice easy access round through this way. I might also extend this out by one as well. In fact, I will. I could hide an air vent there. Though the air vent may be better going off on top. What I will do though is hide one of these. Let's connect this up with pipe, and I don't have to keep flying everywhere to get materials. There we go. Now we're properly connected. We've got cargo access through the entire thing. It's all looking good. Okay, they're now ripping through the copious amounts of construction components I've queued up. However, I have noticed that they use 6 megawatts of power. So all my assemblers use most of the power that the base has, which means those batteries are going to be draining like nobody's business. Drained in 5 hours. Now, in all fairness, we're not going to be pulling maximum assembly at all times, so those batteries will have a chance to recharge. That being said, I think we either need a combination of more batteries and probably a reactor building now that we have access to uranium. So those will probably be the focus for the next episode. Okay, it's coming together nicely. I think using the internal corridors just until we get to the wider open areas is probably the smart thing to do. Oh. Okay, I've just seen something I can do. This could be interesting. Okay, so that actually is almost the perfect place to put an airlock. So that is what we've done. That connects us to the pad. This is starting to come together quite nicely. I wonder how much power a gravity generator will draw. Okay, as far as interior decoration goes, I think this will be okay for the moment. I'm going to struggle to get anything more in here without a whole bunch of making it feel forced. I do have a few open spaces. So there's this open space and this open space here, which I will need to think about what I want to do with. I think it's time to get the walls and the roof on, just to get it enclosed so that I don't try to go over the footprint too much. A gap there. I don't know what I want to put into this gap. Something should go there, but I don't know what. Okay, we just need to get a roof on this now and do a bit of greebling because, again, it's become quite flat, but that's purely because I was rushing to get the side on. So I need to do some external greebling like this, some external detailing, and a little bit more internal detailing once I've got the roof on, because again, the walls look quite flat. Bloody thing. There we go, that is the assembly room welded up. Oh, I forgot to turn. No, the welders are off, it's fine. So we've done a lot of the external greebling. The room should now be completely airtight and welded up. We've got airlocks on all the entrances. We've got an entrance on pretty much each side as well. So all in all, this has turned out a lot better than I was hoping. The next step would be to do a bit more internal greebles, but I think that can wait until next time.
Officer's Log 06. Addendum. Stardate 24-01-2081. The fabrication building is mostly operational now, and the main landing pad is in place. The worker bee is compact, yet sluggish. However, it does get the job done. A Mark II is certainly on the cards. There was a breakthrough during the recent prospecting mission, which not only uncovered additional platinum deposits, but also uranium. With this in mind, I have queued up ion and reactor components in preparation for sending a long-range probe to the nearest planet in order to survey its conditions. This is Fiery Shadows of the UPML, signing off.